5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have...
Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick, and here today we're going to talk about Extraction. Extraction is a Netflix film that's directed by Sam Hargrave and stars Chris Hemsworth as a mercenary going through a bunch of drug dealers and other cartel members to try and locate a drug lord's son. So I had a lot of fun with this movie, a lot of good action sequences. Those of you that don't know, the director is a stunt coordinator that helped out with a ton of Marvel movies and Pirates of the Caribbean as well. So he's been around the blocks. He knows what it takes to make good stunt coordination and good stunts work and seem legitimate. And there's a lot of realistic violence in this movie. If you haven't seen it, there's a lot of scenes with a lot of painful scenes. I'll just put it that way. If you're into John Wick and more dangerous action movies like that and engrossing action films, then you'd be a fan of Extraction. It's not your run-of-the-mill, walking, family, fun-friendly, take the kids and go eat popcorn type action. It's more crazy action, and we get a lot of very violent, gory scenes in this movie. So if you want to see Chris Hemsworth taking out bad guys, kicking some ass, then it's a great flick. If you're a fan of John Wick, I would highly recommend checking out Extraction. Once again, it is on Netflix, so you don't have to pay any money. Wait for the movie theater to open up again. You just sit down, click on Netflix, and there you go. Also, I'm really impressed with the scenes they got, the direction they got in this movie. After about the second or third scene, it starts to pick up. We're treated to back-to-back action sequences. There's one in particular that seems like a one-shot that takes about 20-30 minutes, and it has Chris Hemsworth fighting his way through this apartment complex and just taking out bad guys. And it's the hand-to-hand combat's really, really nice in this flick. So if you do have the time, check it out. Also, what they did was make Chris Hemsworth's backstory more known in the film. His characterization is pretty, base level, but we do get glimpses of his past and know that he has a certain tormented past and he's been through some stuff before he actually goes out to find this kid. The other things we don't get on the other side, would be the kid's backstory. We don't get much on the kid or his father. We just get the mission and it's go, go, go. It's definitely an action plot here. You're not too in-depth. You're not too invested in the characters besides Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth definitely the most relatable character. He would be the, protagonist in this flick. Whereas the antagonist is kind of variable. There's a lot of different ones, and he's basically John Wick fighting his way to, save this kid, fighting his way through all these bad guys and mess of other mercenaries and hitman trying to take him out. Another guy we got is one of the hitman that tries to take out Chris, and he ends up switching sides kind of towards the end. It was an interesting dynamic for sure. I don't know if it completely paid off. I do like the idea of having another hitman out there kind of causing chaos and havoc, and he takes out a bunch of people, definitely on the bridge scene. So without spoilers, the last bridge scene is pretty crazy. It's basically the climax of the entire movie, and it's a huge drawn-out fight scene. So if you're into that, there's snipers, and this movie's basically Call of Duty the movie, without being too harsh of a critic. It is basically Call of Duty the movie, but you get Chris Hemsworth, and his acting is still awesome. He's very charismatic, good guy. Awesome dude. He seems like he's really cool just to hang out with anyway, on the side. But his acting's always been really good, Thor and everything else. But we get him obviously diverging from his Marvel Studios role, and then coming into his action life, if you will. So good to see him taking on different, maybe not completely different notes, but definitely different notes in this action movie where it's realistic action versus before you had the hammer and everything else with Thanos and all that stuff. So it's good to see him take kind of a diverting path, if you will, from Thor. You come out of the box a little bit. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Just want to take a quick second of your time and talk about promos. The Degenerate Ziac and his Unruly Adventures is on Kickstarter. It's completely funded. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. If you want to pledge, get a fresh copy of Ziac to yourself. Those of you that don't know, Ziac is my new comic book. I have my old comic book, Killers #1, so I write and draw all of these. It's a 20-page black and white. Ziac will be coming out around August time frame. For all the Kickstarter guys that pledge on Kickstarter, you get the issue before anyone else. So take that advantage and get the issue, the fresh copy. First printing of the Degenerate Ziac and his Unruly Adventures. If you're fans of sci-fi, you know, Cowboy Bebop, Guardians of the Galaxy, anything like that, you will enjoy Ziac. I promise you, it's a great, great storyline. I'm proud to have written it. I'm proud to have created it in the world that it's in. Very, very cool, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys like it too. Also, in the attachments in the description, there is the link to the store. So if you're a print guy or you like collecting artwork and putting it on your walls or giving it to friends, I have a bunch of different artwork in my collection. If you like prints or if you like original artwork, everything's on sale there. Or if you don't find something you like necessarily, you can get a commission. So fill out a commission form, tell me exactly what you want. If you want a TMNT, you know, original, or Batman original, or Superman original, or if you're super, you know, you like Killers and what it is, I'll draw a custom Killers print for you. You know, whatever you have, whatever you want. Prices are on there, ranging from $50 to maybe, I think top of the line is like $200, and that's like a huge piece. So my prices are pretty fair. I don't charge a ton for original artwork, but it is a lot of work. So a lot of work put into it. Also, if you like smaller prints, there's smaller sizes. There's the larger ones, like more like the Darth Vader you see right here. It's not mine, by the way, just a buddy's. But if you like the small ones, we sell them about that size too. So if you want to give them away, you know, during Christmas or birthdays or whatever, what have you, you can. If you like the big ones, you can do that as well. Next up, we got charities. Proud to announce that iCore Comics donates a portion of all our earnings to charity. We are heavily endorsed by Fisher House Foundation.
At Fisher House Foundation, we put bricks together. We build homes away from home, close to military and VA medical centers, so free lodging and care are close together. But more importantly, we bring families together so they can recover, heal, and ultimately put their lives back together. Imagine what more we can do together.
So give Fisher House Foundation a round of applause, and please go check out their website and look through all their stuff and donate and try to set up events in your local area. Fisher House Foundation does immense work to try and house veterans and their families and their widows, you know, what have you, any family in need. They do really, really good work here across the United States. So if you're in the United States, please check them out. And we will have a fundraiser coming out within the next week. So you can check out the fundraiser. All proceeds donating to Fisher House. We'll also have prizes. So 3 random guys will get prizes, or maybe 6. I haven't really decided, but at least 3 will get prizes. Random gift cards of your choice. Also, you'll get free comics, since I have a shit ton of comics right here. I'm going to give away a bunch of comics for a good cause. I have no problem in giving away comics for a good cause. And there's a lot that I need to get rid of. Honestly, I have a huge collection. Some of you guys are saying that it's never good to get rid of a comic. I know, because I'm reading your mind. But some of these comics, not really my cup of tea. Like, I got a lot of Poison Ivy and like random, you know, Harley Quinns and 1,000 different Spider-Mans, which I just don't need. There's definitely a couple of storylines that stick out to me, but... And all my comics are relatively new, so if you're an old comic book collector and you have shit from, you know, the 70s, 80s, 90s, most of my shit's from the last 20 years, so you do get new comic books. You won't get that old X-Men issue from 1985 that you have 8 copies of. You're going to get, you know, some brand new stuff. So please, please, please check out the fundraiser when it comes out, and I will be posting it and posting it and posting it and sharing it, and I'll probably make a couple videos for Fisher House. So... But final thoughts on, sorry, I gotta backtrack a little bit, I missed my rating. But final thoughts on Extraction. Extraction's an engrossing action flick. If you like high octane action, if you like good stunt choreography, if you like good cinematography, if you like, shooting people in the head, John Wick style, then you're gonna love Extraction. I would give Extraction a 7 out of 10. Please go check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'll catch you later this week for Sci-Fi Sunday. Also, the podcast for Sci-Fi Sunday. Check it out. Link in the description. I'll be doing one science fiction movie, for those of you that don't know, every week. More in depth than this kind of review. This is just for fun. That's all just kind of for fun. But all my science fiction movies are going to be more in depth. Like, I have Looper on here. And I'll be doing it once a week. I used to just do audio, so my first 8 episodes are all audio. But I have my audio on Spotify. And I have it on iHeartRadio. So if you're interested in podcast style movie reviews, more in depth, I do Back to the Future. I've got Blade Runner on there. I've got other movies, all science fiction related. So if you're into science fiction, check it out, please. Also, I'll be posting this on a different playlist for science fiction movies. So all my other movies will be on this playlist. And then you got science fiction playlist for Sci-Fi Sunday. So also, you can vote on the movie I review. So if you go on Facebook, like iCore Comics, iCore Comics page on Facebook, you can vote on the next Sci-Fi Sunday podcast I do. So between 2 movies usually, you can vote. So be heard, vote. I've only won, I think 2 times out of the 8 or 9 that we've done. So I'm forced, like The Fifth Element, forced to review movies that I don't particularly like, but I love every science fiction flick, so I'm in it to win it. But hopefully I win this next one. We've got Independence Day, which won, by the way, the last vote, last poll we had. So Independence Day will be coming out on Sunday. So definitely check that out. Coming me back, you guys just dragging me back to 97. I see what it is. I see what you guys are doing. But please don't vote for any 90s movies anymore in the vote, in the polls. Just go in 2000 and up. We'll leave the 90s where they're at. Everybody likes the 90s, but yeah, Independence Day, that's going to be Will Smith. Alright, y'all have a good week. Enjoyed talking to y'all. Please leave in the comments, whatever thoughts you got. If you want me to review something completely off the wall, like, Sin City or whatever the hell else, I'll probably review Sin City just because I'm a huge fan. But, some other random movie. The only ones I really don't want to do are comedy, but everything else, the action, sci-fi, fantasy, thrillers, horror, I don't care. Let me know. I'll probably continue to do a modern or current, not modern, it's not the right word, but current movie review. So anything that's, currently going on within like the last week or so. Obviously with the coronavirus, there's a lot of movies on hold right now, so. But also with that, I hope everybody's doing well. Take care of your families, take care of yourself. Everything's beginning to go back to normal. So we're getting this flow back to normal as we once had. Obviously there's going to be some setbacks due to the virus, but everybody have a great week. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Like I said, take care of your families and trust in your hobbies. If you're out of work, do what you love and try to produce and publish that. And if you need help with it, let me know. We've got plenty of people on the page that have their own projects, their own stuff they're trying to get completed. So if you got any questions or want help on that, let me know. Send emails to us, igrocomics@gmail.com, and I'll answer any questions y'all got. But that's all I got. Click below to get cryogenically frozen.